What's going on, Real? This is Trey.
And it's Tasha.
Man to the Real, where we always keep it real. Attack on Titan, the final season, episode 74.
Soul Salvation. I ain't gonna lie, like I want to see Zeke's backstory. I could care less, but I know that's what we're gonna get.
よく見ておけ、ジーク。これが私たちの住むレベリオ区だ。世界と比べれば鳥かごみたいに小さい。私たちはここからどこにも行けずに死ぬまでここで暮らさなきゃいけない。ジーク、お前はここから出たいと思わないか？
うん、出たい。
おや、珍しい。こんな朝早くにお客さんかい。俺はこの塔の清掃員で汚れを落とすのが仕事だ。俺の職場を怪我しやがったな、悪魔め。殺戮の限りを尽くした悪魔の末裔がまたガキ作って繁殖しやがって。悪魔め、収容区から出てくるな。くっせえな。
よく覚えておけよ、ジーク。これが外の世界だ。この世界が嫌なら変えなければならない。
この子供たちの中から私の後継者を。
ええ、一人選ばれます。
一人遅れている子がいるが、あの子は？
ああ、またイエーガーか。他の子はみんな幼くも必死に名誉マーレ人の称号を得ようと努めているのに、奴にはその気概がどうも見受けられない。まったく何をしにここにいるのやら。大都市ラーゴはこの日のうちに消滅し、侵攻を続けた巨人によってモンテの3階とヴァレの惨禍が繰り広げられ、何十万ものマーレ人がエルディア帝国に殺された。さらにラーゴから何とか逃れた難民は道なき荒野をさまよった。しかしエルディア帝国はその態度に巨人を仕掛け、夜明けとともに起き上がった巨人によってマーレ人は。
うん、わかった。人がいっぱい死んだんでしょ。お父さん。
ジークか？
今日は早く終わったんだ。だから。
おお、そうか。じゃあたくさん勉強できるな。
うん。
つまりラーゴの惨劇は存在しなかったんだ。モンテの3階もバレの惨禍も全てマーレに都合のいい作り話に過ぎない。
おい、魚君、そのボール投げてくれないか。
This is gonna be the dad he wish he had, and that's why he probably don't do all the shit he doing.
おおまだ小さいのにやるじゃないか。
え？
ほら。ナイスキャッチ。壁相手も飽きたところだ。ちょっとおじさんに付き合ってくれないか？
赤い腕章。あなたは？
ほら、君の名前は？
Titan reset. This how he learned all this shit. Why he know the most about them than Marvel.
どうも君は筋
Cause
がい
he
い。
got his memories.
きっとピッチャーに向いてるぞ。
ただいま。お父さん、今日ね。
どうなってるんだ、グライス。ジークを戦士にできなければ計画は失敗だぞ。
That's Falco and them folks
ご
over
めん
there.
なさい。
ジーク、お前ならできる。父さんと母さんの子供なんだからな。
So it's his
お前は
dad's
マ
fault.
ーレに必要ないと言ったはずだが、なぜここにいる？
マーレへの忠誠を示し、エルディアの罪を償うためです。公開訓練に参加させてください。
Oh.
何をしているイーガー！走れ！走らんか！
言わないで。あの子は一生懸命頑張って。
Oh, it's saying another thought of Dr. Yeager, eh?
サバーさんはなんで戦士に？
巨人の謎を知りたかったからさ。私は研究者だからね。すべては始祖ユミルが何かと接触したことから始まるらしいが、私はその時に起きたことを知りたいのさ。
Just what?
寿命を縮めてでも巨人の記憶を探ろうと思うほどにね。
She turned into a
そん
metahuman.
なことだから戦争じゃ監視の役立たずだ。
ついに尻尾を掴んだぞ。エルディア付近派とか名乗ってやがるらしい。 今回はかなりの規模だな。フクロウとかいう内通者が組織したような。すでにいくつか目星はついている。あとは証拠を揃えていけば時
So I
間の
get
問題
what
だ
he
な。
did.
ジーク、見つかったらみんな楽園送りなんだよ。悪魔の島に送られてみんな巨人に。
お前は今まで父さんから何を学んだんだ。誰かが立ち上がらない限りみんなずっとこの狭い壁の中で惨めに死んでいくんだぞ。
そうよ。これはあなたやエルディア人みんなの未来のための戦いだって言ったでしょ。
Is it like rumbling in the background? Do you hear that? Am I
ベイ
tripping?
おばさんみたいになってもいいの。
告発なさい。もうこれしかない。自らマーレ当局に告発することでマーレに忠誠を示せば君とソンゴは助かるはずだ。
そんなできないよ。
ジーク、君は両親からひどいことをされた。勝手に見放し、ちっとも君のことを気にかけなかった。君を愛さなかった。もう少し手加減してくれよ、ジーク。
ああ、もう年寄りにはきついか。
こら、まだそんな年。
クソバーさん。
もうすぐ継承の任期を終える頃だ。
そうだね。
年寄りにもなれなかったが、研究に打ち込めたことに後悔はない。最後に集大成を発表できそうだ。600年ほど前、世界の人口が激減するほどの疫病が猛威を振るった時代があった。しかしある日を境にエルディア帝国からその病は消滅した。当時の王が始祖の巨人の力でユミルの民の体の設計図を書き換えたんだよ。まさに私たちユミルの民はどこにいようと始祖の巨人の一部のようなものなんだ。どうだ、怖いだろう。
何よりそもそも僕らは生まれてこなければ苦しまなくてよかったんだ。クサバーさん。
話してなかったけど、私には家族がいたんだ。自分と息子の喉を裂いて死んだ。
What
私が
the
戦士にな
fuck?
った理由は贅沢な自殺の方法に飛びついたに過ぎない。だがこの13年間は巨人の研究に没頭し、君と出会いキャッチボールをして
What his son could have been.
楽しかった。これはマーレに伝えていない情報。
This episode is just like, you know what I'm saying? We just finding
戦
out
のち
Zeke's
ぎり
side
を
of
打
the
ち破
story.
る
So
方法だ。図らずともジーク、それは君だからこそ可能になる。王家の血を引く巨人であれば、始祖の巨人の継承者と接触することにより、その能力を引き出すことができるはずだ。
That's trash though. Like,
私はいつでも見守っているからな、ジーク。
they thinking they gonna use the
見
rumbling.
つけてみせるよ、父さん。
That's what he thought with his dad. He didn't give no fuck about Dr. Yeager. I can't really
イ
like.
エーガーだと。
はい。エレンは始祖の巨人の保有者です。そしてエレンの生まれ育ったシガンシナクの家の地下室には何か重大な情報があるとのことでした。
いつか必ず救い出してやるからな。少し父親と似てきたようだ。まずはエレン、俺の話に応じてここまで来てくれてありがとう。俺の考えはイエレナから聞いた通り、エルディア人安楽死計画に賛同してくれるのか。
その子たちが生きていれば、始祖の巨人は王家の手に渡り、不戦のちぎりに縛られたまま、俺たち壁内人類は心中を迫られただろう。子供たちの死が俺たちを生かした。
そうか、父親は正しかった。そう思ったのか。
いいや、親父は間違っている。そしてその親父に育てられた俺も間違いだった。そうだろう、兄さん。
ああ、その通りだ。やろう。固い握手でも交わしたいところだが、まあ今俺たちが接触するのはまずいよな。 代わりにこれを受け取ってくれ。エレン、必ずみんなを救ってあげよう。
That's some ignorant shit.
安楽死。
Oh, did he hear?
なんつった、安楽死。
Oh,
お
shit.
前はこれからくせえ巨人の口の中で自分の体が咀嚼される音を聞きながら死ぬわけだが。
クソ坊さん、見ててくれよ。
What the fuck? Oh shit, Levi!
Bro. Now they going off like that?
They didn't even show shit!
求める未来は交わらない。互いに思いを抱えぶつけ合うしかない。始まりの地、志願しなで。次回、
Above and below. I was waiting on this episode.
Why you say that?
Above and below. It has different translations, like heaven and hell. Like that, it's gonna be an ignorant episode. Then they back where it all started. Like that's poetic in itself. This mangaka, you sadistic motherfucker. Like that's how you writing this shit right now.
Like
this is what you call good writing, even though this is a manga, because some of y'all can't do this on TV. For you to take one of the, you might as well say the villain of the story, and then for you to wait till the end to give his backstory on why he's like this. And then the person you love the whole story, to twist them into something you don't recognize anymore when the story about to end too. Like that shit is ignorant to do. Like I'm still disgusted from the last episode. Like Aaron talking to Mika's son Armin like that. Like them being your A1 since this started, and that's how you doing this. Like I've hated you this whole time to say that, really. For him to beat up Armin like that.
he beat Armin ass.
Talking about Bert controlling you.
But what if he's trying to tell him something without telling him something? Like think about it. Like if he like, because remember in last season, the last episode, he like the dude said, Kruger said the names Armin and Mikasa, like he has to save them. What if he's trying to give them a message and they're so caught off by what he's doing that they're not receiving the message? Like Bert can control you, he can influence you in some way because maybe I'm being influenced or someone's influencing me, something's influencing me. Take control before it takes control of you.
It's possible, but I'm like, he done had a Titan for how long, and you just now being influenced, like doing all this, like.
Maybe it took time for him. Maybe he didn't realize it.
He could be being influenced by his dad. I mean, you saw how they showed him this episode.
Yeah. His dad.
He said the memories of his dad just opened up to him like 4 years ago. So I don't know. I just still feel like, I don't know. I'm really indifferent about this right now.
I'm holding out hope for Aaron. I'm like, I feel like he's trying to protect. I feel like I don't feel like he's following Zeke's plan. I feel like he probably using Zeke in some way. I don't know what way they could be, but I feel like he's using him. Like,
I don't know,
because it's best we don't touch. So I still need you. But
does he though? When you got Historia and she pregnant?
But you don't want to bring Historia into it. She's pregnant. You don't want to bring her into it. So your next choice, somebody you really don't care about sacrificing, use his ass.
I still feel like, because think about what he just did. He just blown himself up. Like if he don't regenerate and him and Levi both die, you have no choice but to use Historia at this point because Zeke's gone now.
He'll regenerate.
Like I can't, like Zeke was in like this weird ass space where he was like having them flashbacks and shit, and then he told him, "I like the other dude. I hope you're watching." So it's like, I don't know. This is. I don't know what to feel about, because I don't like Zeke's character. I don't. But when you think about the fact that like you had like what you said, Aaron, saying like somebody could have been getting him to this point, like somebody else's memories taking over and making you do this. it's like I felt a little bad for him because it's like seeing Dr. Yeager and his wife, for his first wife, from that perspective was like fucked up, because it's like instead of you caring about your child, you basically did what your parents did to you, just differently. Like they pushed the whole Marleyan like agenda and stuff on you, trying to get you to believe this. You're against it and don't believe it, but you're pushing this on your child to try to save y'all in this situation. Like you want him to be a warrior just so y'all could use him as a Titan to do whatever. Like you're not. He just wanted to play catch. Like the fuck. And he ended up allowing somebody else's beliefs to take hold because that's the person that was there for him when you weren't being a parent. So
it's fucking crazy.
I don't know how to feel about the dude who was the Beast Titan beforehand. He seemed like he was decent.
Yeah.
He said research purposes. I wonder if they gonna touch on what the founding Titan did touch to like turn into whatever she turned into. Like I would assume it was something in nature. Maybe she found some. Like we think about the whole Garden of Eden thing. Like you weren't supposed to eat the apple because it was like, you know.
And
so
like
I'm
we
just
kept
saying,
seeing
like,
the tree. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she could have went out one day somewhere and been somewhere and just touched or ate something she wasn't supposed to.
Goddamn snake started talking to her ass. Hey, partake of the fruit, bitch. Like
I don't know. She could have just. I mean, we think about how old they go back. You never know what she touched in nature. Nobody had ever knew of or whatever before. So I don't know, but I don't know how to feel about Eren because
I still believe in him. I can't until they show me.
Because it's like he wanted to break them down so they wouldn't help him anymore. If he really has like another agenda, it's like I have to do this so y'all will stop. Because if they kept trying to save him, they probably would end up dying.
What if he's gonna sacrifice himself?
He may at this point, like I don't know, but I don't understand what his plan would be. Like Zeke's plan to me is even worse because it's like you saying you trying to save your people, but you saving them by them never being born at all. Like that's not saving somebody if they don't have a life to save. Like I don't feel like nobody should mess with that. Like you trying to play God now, like trying to stop people from having kids. I almost said a real life person name, but I ain't gonna do that. Somebody else that wear glasses. But population control. Shouldn't be this many people on Earth. But
oh, that motherfucker.
I'm just
I don't know why, like wow, when I looked at him and then compared him to Zeke, I was like, wow, like holy shit.
I'm like, you out here trying to play God. But that's some crazy shit though, that like we still at the end of this show learning new shit about the show. Like learning that the founders Titan could like change people's anatomy. So like, oh, disease hit, I'm gonna make y'all immune to this shit. Like that's basically like I'm gonna change how your body process this disease so you don't die, and it just disappeared. Like that shit, that's wild. And it's like I can see humanity being mad at that because it only works for your people. Like, yeah, you can save us, but you can't save anybody else that way. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can see people being mad at that, but
yeah, that's real life. But
that shows you how fucked up those people are and how ingrained in their society that they were devils. Like, your wife found out you was an Eldian and she sliced her throat and your child's. Nobody knew, like, you know what I'm saying? But like,
she
this
found
what
out
you did.
She killed the baby and herself. Like, you swine, you touched me.
That's horrible for them even like this show.
The pig, like this show is, hey,
like,
bro,
child just played out on the ground bleeding like that. Like that's wild. I don't know what's gonna happen to Falco's character or Gabby, but
like this is what I want to know.
Who gonna find Levi and them out there though? Like, is he at the spot they were supposed to meet? Is he somewhere else?
Levi's alive, bro. Like that blast was close as
fuck. But depending on who find him, would it matter if he alive?
Go somewhere.
I just said I wondered who was gonna find him. Why you think I said that?
I can't, cause I really thought about fucking Flock. Like,
but if they're looking for him, so if they find him, and then this happened, like this whole explosion, they gonna. I don't know what they'll think. Like, I don't know if they'll think, like, either way, Levi still got him to this point where he's barely, like, doing whatever. And they basically said without Zeke, their plan don't work. I still think it would because he could use his story. He may not want to, but if he really wanted to do whatever he needed to do.
If he doesn't use his story, I feel like everything is going the way Eren wants it to. think about it. He didn't want to use his story. If Zeke dies or Zeke is not able to, you know what I'm saying, if Zeke's gone, then yeah, if he used his story, I feel like, yeah, Aaron's gone. But if he's able to use Zeke, I think
we won't ever find out though. Not anytime soon with this one episode that's left.
Yeah, I feel like either they're gonna do a movie or they're gonna come back in the fall with the show. There's no way you're in.
I hope, because I don't want to wait a year to find out what the little ending is that they got left. Like, I don't want to wait that long. Like, I could just read the manga and be good. Like, it's literally about to be done. Mm-hmm. So I can literally read the manga, like y'all motherfuckers be thinking anyway, and just be done with the shit. And if they do animate it, great. I already know what happens, but I can watch it animated. Like, this kind of shit, when it end like this, like, I don't want to, like, it's at the end. Like, just give me the end. Like, I don't understand why they just didn't wait until it was done. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they should have, like me, I'm this type of person. I'm like, okay, if they would have waited, if we had to wait an extra year for Attack on Titan to watch it in its entirety, like 24 episodes, or if it's going to be another 12 episodes, I'm cool with that. I can wait.
Like, you just taking a little break. Like, say for instance, it's only like like maybe like a volume left that got to come out or something, or a couple chapters. I don't know, because I don't know how they do all that. But it's almost done. So as he was doing new volumes, I'm pretty sure like they could have been animating it at the same time, so that they're almost done. So that when it come back on, it's still week to week. So you would finish it by the time, you know, like. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how they're gonna do that, because it couldn't have been like, oh, I want to finish the manga while the show's on, because people could still spoil. Because I mean, you still gonna get the ending before we do. So I don't get why you just didn't wait anyway. But I don't know. Maybe he like, bitch, if I'm gonna go out retiring. We gonna amp this up so I can get the most money I can get. Don't make the Demon Slayer mistake and not get your money if you do take it to the movies and get paid what you need to get paid. Yeah. You've been in the game for a minute though, so you probably already know. But
get your money, man.
I don't know. This just
y'all ain't gonna pay me? Well, fuck, y'all can't put my shit out, bitch. That'd be fucked up, wouldn't it?
I like shows that don't necessarily stick to what you expect them to stick to. But these last two episodes just kind of just made me sick on the stomach. Like, I don't know. Like, because it's like you want to hold out hope for Aaron that this is a part of a bigger plan, but what if it isn't though? Like, what if the fucking person that did the show was just like, fuck your main character, like, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? I'm tainting this hoe, so can't nobody do nothing else with it.
That's fine. Like it's your character. No,
I mean, the way the story gonna end though, I can't see them doing anything to taint his character. Like, I can't see them, even if they didn't, I can't see them going anywhere else with this story, to be honest. No. But I still I get pulled back to the first episode that's like, what, to you, 2,000 years in the future or something like that, whatever the name of it is. So it's like, I still don't think they've gotten to that point yet. Because they trying to euthanize people to save what they're saying, kids from a horrible future. But if the name of the first episode is to you, 2,000 years in the future, something else got to happen to make them still be able to have kids in the future, or who else would that be directed to? You get what I'm saying? Now that I think about the title, there's no 2,000 years in the future if I end us now.
Maybe that's it. Maybe him sacrificing himself. Maybe I don't know.
Is he trying to get all the power of the Titans though, so like he could give it to somebody he feel like would do right by all of them again, like trying to get back to the founder? Because you know they always say the founder Ymir helped humanity, even though, you know, like, humans wrote it differently. They're saying she helped humanity. So are you trying to get that whole thing back together, but like differently, not with somebody of royal blood, so that they don't have a first king's will, you know what I'm saying, and hide behind the walls, but still somebody that would be out here in the world and protect their people too? Like, now that somebody said it, like, they was thinking that Falco may be the one that eat Aaron to like do whatever. So that's what I'm wondering, is Aaron gonna absorb all of the powers of the Titans to become the founding one again, like Ymir from the first one, like have all the powers combined? And then if so, once you achieve your goal, then maybe since you tired and shit, you pass that shit on to somebody like Falco, who doesn't want to fight, who seems pure, you know what I'm saying, who may be able to handle whatever comes with all that. I don't know, because I don't know. But I just, the episode title for season 1, episode 1 doesn't make sense if there's no future for Eldians. That's all I'm saying. To you, 2,000 years in the future, it ain't been 2,000 years. So your bloodline gotta keep going for you to even, you know. I feel like that should have been the name of whatever the last episode is. To you, 2000. You know, like I feel like that should be the name of the last.
What if the last episode name is From You, 2,000 years in the past or some shit?
Not what?
What do you know?
I'm trying to see some. They can't see this no way. So.
Okay.
See, to you, 2,000 years in the future. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would think you'd end the, like, if you do a movie, like maybe Attack on Titan, 2,000 years in the future. I don't know. Or if you do more episodes, I would think the last episode will be the same name in the first episode if you're explaining what that means. Because 2,000 years in the future, we know, like, this, it ain't been 2,000 years. So, then, like he was saying, with the other Aaron, like, to save Aaron and Mikasa, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. But and then he also told, like, Aaron's dad, find somebody inside the walls to love, like, make a family, or this all just gonna repeat itself again or some shit like that, right? When he was telling him the whole thing, like, he was telling him to find somebody in the walls to love, start a family, or the cycle would just repeat. So, that's what I'm saying. You got Aaron on the warpath, like, he not doing none of that. So, I don't know.
What if he lied the whole time? What if he doesn't hate Mikasa? What if he loves her?
He may not. But I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Because when you have somebody that has a show like this, like, you don't know what direction they're going. Because you turn the favorite into the villain, and you turn the villain. You're trying to make people have sympathy for them with this episode. Because you're seeing why Zeke did the shit that he did. It's like, as a child, I can sympathize because your parents just treated you like a tool. They just treated you something to gain whatever they were trying to gain. It took somebody else who had lost a child to see some kind of value in you and teach you something different. Because, like, the way he broke down, like, him wanting to euthanize everybody or whatever, it's kind of like he agreed with it. So, I don't know. I couldn't, like, the conversation between, like, Aaron and Zeke, it was just quick to me. Like, for him to explain it and for him to just be like, yeah, I agree with you, brother. I just felt like something was up with that. Like you were saying, like, is he really on his side? But, like, I just don't know. It's one of them things I don't know. Like, I won't know it until we see what happens.
Because it looked like Zeke was about to reach behind his back and kill his ass. Like, if you go back, it looked like he put his hand behind his back. Like, well, if I got to kill this motherfucker and just take the Titan right now before he can transform. Can't touch him.
He probably wouldn't even been able to do that if he tried, though, to be honest. But,
you know, I'm just saying.
I don't know.
But one more episode. Are we gonna get more episodes after this on a later date, or are we gonna get one big 2 hour, 2.5 hour movie or something?
Clarify what they doing going further.
But I feel like in the next episode they'll let you know.
That's possible. They always do stuff at the
like end. They gonna let you know what it's gonna be. I'm like the
that
cliffhanger though. The cliffhanger go.
But that hurt me. Like the way he talked to them. Them your friends. They just like all this shit we done been through. And for you to tell that girl, like, I've always hated you. Like, I felt that. Like, I took that shit personally. Like, I took that shit personally.
Hey, somebody give me the meme. Somebody send it to me on Twitter.
Them showing, like, all the way back when she was first attacked and, like, him giving her that scarf. Like, for you to say that of that moment, like, I've always hated you. Not like I've hated you as an adult, like, as we've grown up. But I've always hated you. Since day one, since I met you, you said you've always hated this girl. Like, that was sickening to me. That's like dating somebody for like 5 years, thinking you about to get engaged and get married, and that hoe been fucking your sister all this time or some shit like that. I never loved you. Like, it was always your sister. I'm just saying, bro, like, that's fucked up. Like, that shit was sickening.
Hey, you go to some dark places sometimes.
Is this show not dark?
Like, you go to some dark places.
Did we not just see a child splayed out on the ground?
Yes, we did.
Because of his mama? Like, I'm just saying, like, I be trying to give people equivalents because people don't understand shit all the time. They be like, I don't get what you mean. So now you see what I mean. Like, that shit was disgusting. I've grown up with you. Like, we done been through all this shit together.
Thick and thin.
And you gonna tell me you've always hated me? Like, wow. Like, I can't imagine what she felt in that moment because y'all know how Mikasa feel about this man. And so for her to hear him say that, like for that to come out his mouth Like, I don't think I've seen her cry in this anime like that. You know, like, maybe a few times when they were young, depending on the situation, she's always been so tough. So to see her just, like, the tears well up. Like, what do you mean? Like, what are you saying? Like, I don't know. That shit was disgusting. For him to beat up Armin like that.
Yeah, man.
Talking about this is why we never fought, because it was never, like...
It was
like,
never a fair fight.
You would never see that shit. Like... You know Armin was heated. Armin just came at him like this.
Came across the table on his ass. Bow, bitch!
I don't know. And it's like, why are they gathering them all? What do you want them to see? Because they really just, like, they even got Gabby ass. Like, they all taking them to one place. They all taking them to, what is it, Shiganshina, however you pronounce it? To where it all began. I don't know why it has to start. Well, I guess with the rumbling, you would start with the outer wall. So that's probably what they about to see. Is that what y'all gonna show? This shit gonna cut off when the walls start crumbling? That shit gonna cut the black? Like, bitch, if that shit say, the shit that kills me on Twitter is when how people be so mad at the to be continued, and they say instead of that you're gonna get the end.
Oh,
when you finally get that one, that's gonna hurt. And that shit go off and it's cut to black, and then that shit say the end instead of to be continued.
No, that's probably gonna say to be concluded some way.
I don't know. That's fine. I don't know.
And
well,
then,
now, because to be concluded means there's still something to conclude. That shit
that means, like...
You saying next episode, I'm saying period when the shit over. To see the end, because nothing else is coming. I ain't talking about next episode.
I feel, in my heart of hearts, I feel like they finna do a movie. Like...
I mean, it can make sense if there's only, like, 8 episodes left. It can make sense to squish that into a movie. Like, I can see you making a 2-hour movie out that.
Like, I feel like it's gonna be a movie, and you gonna get the preview, and you gonna get the date.
Depending on who animates the movie, like all that shit, you gonna get like better. Not saying nothing wrong with Mappa, but I'm just saying like movie animation is different from like the animation you see like on some of this. So
not that this is like bad,
I'm
but
not saying
like
it's bad, but just anytime you even watching Dragon Ball Super, like they movie animation.
Your
gonna
movie
be better
budget
than,
is
like,
much more.
Right.
Like you get more money for like so
like,
without
I would want to see
or
the rumbling in theaters. Like if they gonna show me that shit, like I'd rather see that shit in theaters. I don't know, cause if it's to you 2,000 years in the future, what I'm hoping he would do, even though he playing the villain, is like do the rumbling, destroy all these other hoes that have people like that started all this in the first place, which is humanity, cause y'all deserve that. Stump them hoes out, and then we still live peacefully. We go on living or whatever. Like,
so for y'all people that read the manga, if it's enough chapters, it's probably just enough for a movie. Or they could be episodes, but it all depends on how many episodes they want to do. If they say, okay, we're coming back with 12, could 12 episodes be enough? Or could a movie just sum it up really nicely?
I don't know how they've been doing shows lately when they're ending. It's weird. Because that's just like I was telling you, like normally when you get a short season of anime, it's like 12 episodes, but like there's 2 shows we're watching in next week, that's 11. Like it's weird how they're doing the numbers of stuff now. So I was thinking that since this stopped at 16, they normally have 24 episodes, so you would get 8 more if they came back to do like a short, whatever the little, whatever you want to call it, like a little series, like, I don't know if it's still going to be connected this season, or they trying to make it like it's its own thing that's shorter or whatever. I don't know. But I was thinking it was going to be 8 episodes left, and we just got them later because they had to be animated.
Well, it could be 24. It could be 24. They could come back and be like, do 8 to 9 episodes, because you can get 24 or 25.
Yeah.
Because the first season had, 25 episodes?
But with this is like a powerhouse of an anime.
Yeah.
For Demon Slayer to come out season 1 and everybody go watch that train movie, this has been out for years and people are crazy about it. So if you do a movie for this, and that's the end, like the end movie, I can see this being ignored in theaters. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they do that, it's smart.
No,
you're gonna make money.
That's a lot of money.
Cause like people watch Demon Slayer the shit, but this shit been a hit for years now. So
like in Houston, bro, you gonna have to put this in a lot of theaters, bro. Like.
They probably will though. I mean, I don't understand why people be sleeping on anime anyway. Like, you gonna make more money with an anime in your theater than you would a regular ass movie, because some of the shit that come out be garbage. So superhero movies, anime movies, that's where your money at right now. Like, That shit that be getting nominated at the Oscars, I don't even be watching half of the movies. I don't know what they are. I don't know who in them.
Like name the movie
Like-
be Fall Into the Sunshine. It have
Like
nothing
the
to do
generations are different now. Like
with
people,
Sunshine.
yeah. I don't
Should
know
be
though.
weird as fuck. And I just made that movie title up. That's not an actual movie, I think. Don't go looking for that. I just made some shit up.
We gonna go though, cause I know we got to do both of these videos back to back. But I'm puzzled. Like I normally like to figure shit out with this show, but they really did a good job of like making Aaron's character seem like he just full of shit. Like don't give a fuck about nobody. I ain't got no friends. I ain't got no loved ones. My parents dead, bitch. Don't at me.
We
Like,
ain't family, cuz.
right? Like he doing a good job of like making it seem like he's the villain of this story now, and then like. I still stand where I stand on Zeke's character, but it does beg the question, since he has a line of Titans in him, did they influence anything within him to do this? Now that you had Aaron say that stuff, like you're being influenced from an enemy in the inside.
Think about, hold up, fucking, and we can go. Everybody, I feel like now, everybody he truly cares about, he's pushing them off to the side. Jean, Connie, Mikasa, Armin, Hanji. Like he's like, I don't think he gives a fuck about Flop. I really don't.
Who would?
I don't think he gives
I know
a fuck
some of y'all
about.
like him. I still don't care for him though, cause that whole flip flop of I'm a coward. They shouldn't have saved Armin. All this shit. Then you come a couple years, then it's we worship Aaron. We're Jaegerists. You know, like all this kind of.
Because
shit.
if he was trying to tell Armin and Mikasa something. Like, remember, he was trying to give Erwin the Titan and let Armin die. Aaron like, nah, bitch, I'm sacrifice this asshole. Oh, that would be so fucking cold, bro. That would be so fucking cold. But whatever, man. Look, we gonna
It's
go.
just like, how do I want to say this? It scares me, like where his character's going, because like people that read the manga and like people that watch the show, they love this girl Yelena. So like for her to be on Zeke's side makes me think like, are they really about to pull this off the way he wanted? Cause like I don't know. And then like, with all them pulling up in Shiganshina, like, is that where Levi was headed before the shit exploded? Cause like, who would be left to find him if everybody going to this like rallying point? Cause they done kidnapped everybody that's important. So who would go out here and find him? Is he just gonna bleed out here by himself? Like they just gonna die on the side of the road? Or like when Zeke doesn't show up, are they gonna go looking for him? That scares me because like he could possibly be alive, but if it takes somebody too long to get there, child.
I feel like, and is it me or I feel what?
And it's almost like he dying like Kenny did in that explosion and like fire and shit. Oh my god.
No, like, is it me or does this thing like that fight should have been longer?
That's why I said I didn't think that was like the end of his story with Zeke, because like that happened quick.
Like, yeah,
but
like,
it is Levi. Don't get me wrong.
But I'm saying like the other Titans should I feel like we should have saw him cut the other Titans, like cut the Titans down. Am I tripping, or does that feel rushed? Or am I? Let me know.
I just feel like they might not have shown it because it was his comrades. It wasn't like it's nothing unusual that we don't have never seen before, but he did it, and it's like, or did he do it?
No, they showed him all the Titans were down.
Oh,
they showed them motherfuckers dead. They were on the ground. They were
on the ground. Steam was coming off of them.
Man, they was on the ground.
Was steam coming off of them though?
Yeah, they were down. Shit, I think so.
Because you know you can injure them to where they take time to heal. They don't necessarily mean you killed them though. So that's why
more than likely he killed their ass. That's no. What the fuck you gonna leave Titans running around for? Come through the wall. That's Levi.
I just feel like that power is such a curse though, because like for you to be able to turn people into that, but you can't turn them back, or is that just something that's never been researched before? I don't know. I just feel like that's bullshit. But who knows? I don't know. But it's sad that he had to go through that, because he said before like when they first found out that Titans were people, he was like, so all this time I've been running around killing people. Like he don't like that he has to do that. So to make him kill his comrades, like you should have died like that, like slow and fucked up. But I don't know. It might have been the same in the manga. Because you know if they rushed it, like if it's longer in the manga and they rush it for the show, you know people gonna have something to say.
They show the fuck
so like
is,
it probably happened like that in the manga because they would have said something. People
well, we don't know yet because we haven't. We haven't checked Twitter. We haven't checked fucking.
That's true, but I'm just like the people been doing the
about.
best they can. So I don't feel like they would have rushed something like that. Not for Levi. That's like they favorite. So like they would have gave him a long ass fucking scene. But when you think about God tier Levi, like they show him in his OVA, that shit wasn't gonna take no time no way.
Well, look, we're going to go, y'all. Full reactions on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? If you watching this episode, the other one more than likely is up.
But if you want to see our full reactions, they on Patreon. So,
hey, it's Trey.
And it's Tasha.
Last episode next week.
Ooh, child.
Real.
I ain't ready for it.
You already watched, so you might as well subscribe, please.